Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Tonight, of course, I want to talk about Bitcoin. Okay, there's not a day goes by where I don't talk about Bitcoin. Okay, um, but yes, today we're gonna be talking about Bitcoin. I want to show you guys a fair few charts in this live stream. Okay, I want to talk about specifically Bitcoin back in 2013. Okay, 2013, right? So first of all, let's talk about what is happening with Bitcoin right now. And of course, you guys can clearly see that Bitcoin is still not moving. Okay, and it hasn't been moving for the past few days, right? So if we go to the daily time frame, you guys can clearly see that Bitcoin has not really been moving for the past few days. Okay, it really hasn't. It's been, stuck between $26,000 and $27,000. Okay, so we can obviously clearly agree and see that right now this is right here the support level that we are seeing right now for Bitcoin, and I don't mind it. Okay, you guys know this, right? I have in fact been stacking a whole bunch of Bitcoin. Okay, I really have, because I really do believe Bitcoin very, very soon is going to have a massive movement, most likely up to the upside, right? But we could potentially see more corrections to the downside for Bitcoin short term. Okay, I do see Bitcoin, if Bitcoin were to have a drop further down to the downside, I do in fact see it dropping to around, $25,000. Okay, that's why I have this target right here at 25K, and potentially maybe even $24,000, 23. But I don't see Bitcoin going as low as, below $20,000. I think that's just very, very unlikely to happen. Okay, during this time period. Okay, we know the halving is literally right around the corner. It's gonna happen, less than 1 year from now. So I don't think it's the right time for Bitcoin, to drop below somewhere like below $20,000. Just as, very unlikely to happen. That's all I'm gonna say, right? It could happen, but it's just very unlikely to happen. Okay, but tonight the market, just like this morning, that we saw, not much movements, right, at all. Yes, some altcoins, for the past few hours, past 24 hours are in fact moving slightly, nothing too crazy though. Cardano's up, 1%. Okay, Solana, up 2.6%. Polkadot, okay, up, 1.1%. Avalanche 1.4%. So you guys can clearly see, okay, some, not all, but some altcoins are in fact having, their own movements, but overall the market is not really moving. You guys can clearly see that, right, at all today. Okay, and overall the global crypto market cap as of right now is coming at 1.15 trillion. So yeah, not much movements in the market. Okay, but that is a-okay. Okay, because this is, we're gonna get days like this, guys. That's what you guys have to understand. Okay, we're gonna get days like this where, the market is not really gonna move, right? But it gives us time to stack, right? To stack Bitcoin, to stack Ethereum, or whatever it is that you want to stack. Okay, always do your own research. That's just my personal opinion. So let's get to some of these charts real quick. So Bitcoin is in fact falling, forming a falling wedge right now. Okay, and this could be, a falling wedge to the upside. Okay, it could end off to the upside or to the downside, right? But we will see. But most likely, like I said, personally, I do in fact see a upside for Bitcoin. Okay, I do in fact see it reaching back up to $28,000, 29, and of course $30,000. And once we see Bitcoin, break 30K, I do in fact see Bitcoin, continue this rally that we have in fact been seeing for the past few months, all of 2023. Okay, this rally that we have in fact been seeing for Bitcoin will continue on. Okay, this is not the end of the rally. Bitcoin's obviously just having some small corrections, just like what it does. It's not always going to shoot up. We all know that. So I really do believe once we see Bitcoin, bounce back up to, $30,000, this level right here, and once we break above $30,000, then this rally will in fact continue on to the upside, right? That's just my personal opinion. I'm pretty sure you guys can agree with me on that one as well. Okay, so yes, we could potentially see Bitcoin work up to the upside. We will see. And also, this just came out by Stock Money Lizards a couple of hours ago. Okay, so Bitcoin, first target is $48,000 before the halving. Okay, and I've told you guys many times. Okay, towards the end of this year in 2023, I do in fact see Bitcoin reaching over at least $50,000. Okay, I really do. And the second target right here, it says 160K after the halving. So once the halving actually happens, okay, in 2024, around April or May, that's when we will in fact see Bitcoin pump like crazy. It's going to have a parabolic pump, okay? And that's when, guys, we will officially enter the next, crypto bull market, okay? Now, 160K, I think Bitcoin can go way higher than that, okay? I really do. A lot of people out there saying, people have different predictions, right, for Bitcoin in the next bull market. You guys understand, it's easy for Bitcoin to reach, somewhere like six figures. Let's just start with that, right? $100,000, that's easily going to happen with Bitcoin. Okay, that's like slightly higher than its previous all-time highs, so that's easily going to happen for Bitcoin. And 160K, 150K, that's easily going to happen. I was saying, predicting that 200K to even 250K is very possible, but some people out there, okay, are in fact saying that Bitcoin can go way higher than that, up to around 300 or even over $300,000 in the next bull market. It may sound crazy, but you have to understand. For example, right back in 2021, Bitcoin was literally at like $7,000 and it pumped all the way up to $60,000, and then it dropped again, right? It dropped again mid-year, and then it pumped all the way up to 69K. A lot of people thought Bitcoin would never reach that crazy price target, right? Think about that. So the same exact thing is going to happen in the next bull market, okay? The next bull market is going to be so different. It's going to be completely different compared to the previous bull markets that we have seen throughout the years, because this one's going to be the most craziest one. We're going to see Bitcoin pump a lot. This obviously got to be a lot of FOMO. Okay, new adopters will start buying Bitcoin, companies and whatnot. Okay, so just get ready, guys. Okay, for all my Bitcoin holders, just get ready for Bitcoin, okay, in the next bull market, because it's going to be crazy. Okay, it's going to go to the moon for a fact, and I know for a fact you guys can 100% agree with me on that one, right? The halving is literally less than 1 year from now, so it still gives us time to accumulate and stack as much Bitcoin as we possibly can. You guys know that, right? Like today, I bought some Bitcoin. Literally, if you guys haven't seen my previous video, is the one that I literally just uploaded a couple hours ago. Watch those videos. I actually bought some altcoins as well, right? Even yesterday, right? I was buying, Ethereum, even some Cardano, right? So I'm still stacking, guys. Okay, I really am, because I really do believe right now is the perfect time to accumulate and stack as much crypto as you possibly can. Okay, it really is. If you want to make money in crypto, you better take advantage now. Okay, this is obviously not financial advice, but if you guys really look at the chart, okay, we have already hit bottom. There's no way in hell Bitcoin's gonna drop back down to 16K last November, right? It's not gonna happen. I highly doubt that, right? It's hit bottom clearly, and right now it's forming a new pattern to the upside. Okay, and it's just gonna keep continuing to go up, right? So it's all about patience here, guys. Okay, it really is. And also I want to show you guys this chart right here. So this chart was from Mags, and he actually posted this chart back in November when Bitcoin did in fact hit bottom, right? And you guys can clearly see that he was pretty much saying that this was potentially a bear trap, potentially, right? And we were in fact in the accumulation phase, and it's 100% true. If you accumulate it into Bitcoin during this time, when Bitcoin was all the way below, $20,000, right? I think that was a great buy. If you did buy, or invest into Bitcoin when Bitcoin was below, $20,000. So if you bought Bitcoin when it was at 19, 18K, 17K, 16K, even when it was just below, $16,000, because at one point it was at like 15.8, I think you're blessed, 100%. That would have been a great time to, buy into Bitcoin, right? But if you haven't bought any Bitcoin when it was below $20,000, I think even right now, buying Bitcoin at, $27,000 is still a great buy. Okay, because if we look at the chart for Bitcoin, it's literally nowhere near its all-time highs, right? You guys can clearly see that. It's nowhere near its all-time high. So even if you buy some Bitcoin right now at this level of $27,000, it's still a great buy, especially for long-term investments, right? It really is. There's still room here to make profit, right? So that's that. And also I just want to show you guys this. I actually made a video. I know I talk about this a lot, but it's just crazy because I actually caught the bottom for Bitcoin. You know, if you guys haven't seen this video, please check it out. It's titled "I'm Going All In on Bitcoin," and I uploaded this video 6 months ago, the 14th of November, and that's when Bitcoin, you guys can clearly see it right here. That's when it was in fact just below 16K at its like bottom. You know what I mean? And in this video, I invested a large amount of money into Bitcoin, right? I really did. I invested $17.5 thousand, almost $20,000 into Bitcoin. And I'm just really glad and blessed that I caught the bottom and I, took the risk. I pulled the trigger and I just invested that large amount of money at that time. And what's crazy is in this video, I even told you guys that, this could potentially not be Bitcoin's bottom, because you guys understand at that time when Bitcoin was below 16K, a lot of people thought, Bitcoin was going to drop to, $12,000, even $10,000. And in that video, I said, if Bitcoin does go below, those price targets, if it drops even further down, I will obviously buy more. But clearly it didn't. But guess what? I kept buying more when Bitcoin, shot back up to, $18,000, 17, and then 19, and then $20,000. And it kept going up and up and up. I kept stacking. I kept dollar cost averaging, right? So I'm just glad, I didn't really time the market and I just kept on stacking Bitcoin when it was in fact at its bottom. And I still am stacking now, right? I really am, guys. For the past few days, I've been buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin and of course Ethereum and a fair few other altcoins, right? But obviously my main focus here is Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I'm just glad that I caught the bottom, okay, during this, bear market. So I'm just blessed, okay? And this chart is true, right? We were in fact in the accumulation phase, and we still are, in my opinion, right? We really are. We're still in the buy era. So that's that. I found that really interesting. Now, what's even more interesting is this. Okay, so this person right here, back in 2013, okay, was celebrating Bitcoin reaching $111 all-time high back in 2013, which was absolutely crazy. This was pretty much 10 years ago, right? 10 years ago, literally Bitcoin was over $100. And now 10 years later, Bitcoin is currently at $27,000. And yes, at one point it was at 69K. So that's why I always tell you guys, Bitcoin does in fact have store of value. Okay, it really does, because long term, it's always reaching a new all-time high and reaching a crazy price target. So imagine where Bitcoin will be, 10 years from now, right? 2033. Just imagine. Right, I think Bitcoin was going to be well above over 500K. That's just my personal opinion. It could be way higher than that, but we will see. Okay, we could potentially even see a $1 million Bitcoin by that year, like 10 years from now. Call me crazy, but I think that's very, very possible. But just watch this video
right here,
if you guys haven't seen it yet.
Watching history be made. Bitcoin is now up to $111.
This is history right here.
It's an all-time high, and it's continuing to rise. I've seen it break 3 times today. Went up to 110, and this is the highest that it's been. It's ridiculous. Last trade, 189 Bitcoin for $111 piece. That's amazing to me. I mean, just look at this graph. You see this graph? That's the last 3 hours. Give me a second. I'll switch it up.
So
right here.
I actually follow this. I know who this person is. I actually follow him on YouTube. He actually has his own YouTube channel, and actually I can find the original video for it. I forgot his name, but I do remember it's like the Isaac. And this guy, right, hasn't posted for a while. It's been over 1 year, but he does in fact make some videos about crypto. You guys can clearly see that, right? Right here. Okay, even Ethereum, okay. But where's his original video? Here's his original video. Look at that. 2 years ago. He pretty much re-uploaded it. Okay. 4.7 million views. That is crazy.
Deserve a fist bump.
Okay, we'll give him.
Look after them with Medibank.
So this is the original video that we just watched.
Watching history be made. Bitcoin is now up to $111. It's an all-time high, and it's continuing to rise.
That's crazy, guys. Literally,
3 times today. Went up to
Bitcoin was at $111
this is the highest
back
that it's been.
in 2013, and that was its all-time highest back at that time.
Last trade, 189 Bitcoin for
189 Bitcoin. Someone traded literally 189 Bitcoin.
$11.
That is crazy. That is crazy. That 100 and wait, let me calculate this. So if that person did not trade that 189 Bitcoin, that Bitcoin will be worth today. Let's see how much. That Bitcoin will be worth at least over $6 million. That person, if he just held 189 Bitcoins to today, he would have been a millionaire, right? But that's crazy because no one obviously at that time knew that Bitcoin, right, 10 years later will reach a significant price, right? Especially in 2021. Remember, at one point, Bitcoin was at 69K, right? So think about that. But that's crazy. Someone literally traded 189 Bitcoin at that very moment, at that time when Bitcoin was at $111. That's absolutely crazy. So this sort of just tells you guys that, you know, always, not always, okay, it's okay to take profits every now and then, okay? But if you guys, you know, there's different ways to make money with investing into, you know, Bitcoin and crypto. We know Bitcoin has store of value, okay? And a lot of people, the way that they became millionaires over the years is just by simply buying into Bitcoin, stacking into Bitcoin, and just holding their investments long term, right? They have that long term mindset, right? They're not here for short term, they're here for long term because obviously Bitcoin is an asset that has store of value, okay? It really does. And remember, it's decentralized, it's not controlled by anyone, it's not controlled by, you know, the government or any bank. It's literally its own thing, right? It's decentralized, and that's what I like a lot about, you know, Bitcoin, okay? But yeah, I find that very, very crazy that that person made that video back in 2013 when Bitcoin was literally at $111. That's absolutely crazy. But yeah, Bitcoin, you know, for the past hour, if we go to the hourly time frame here, it hasn't been moving at all, right? You guys can clearly see that. This is the 1 hour time frame, and you guys can clearly see for the past few days, it hasn't really been moving. At one point, back in 29th of May, we saw Bitcoin shoot up to around $28,400, but ever since then, it's just dropped, right? Clearly, you guys can clearly see that. And yeah, it hasn't really been moving for the past few days, right? You guys can see that. So we will see what's going to happen with Bitcoin, in the next few days or few weeks even. Okay. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I just really wanted to come on here and talk about Bitcoin, give you guys a little update as always. And of course, show you guys, you know, these charts that we should not be worried about Bitcoin, right? Long term, we shouldn't be worried about Bitcoin, okay? We all should be bullish right now. No one right now should be bearish, even though, yes, I know a lot of people are in fact still spooked out and are still bearish with Bitcoin, but they will see because Bitcoin's going to pump, okay? That's what I'm going to say. Bitcoin will eventually pump. Yes, Bitcoin could potentially have some other corrections short term, the next upcoming few days, and of course, few weeks, you know, back down to 26K, okay, 25K, 24K, 23K, right? Potentially. So we will see. It's obviously going to have small corrections, but long term, okay, in the long run, in the next bull market, in the next upcoming few years, it's going up, okay? That's what I want you guys to understand, okay? So if you want to make money with Bitcoin and crypto, you better take advantage now, okay? You better do something now, right? Not financial advice, always do your own research. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. More streams will, of course, be coming your way. I'll be going live for the past 5 days straight, and I will continue to do that, right? And of course, more videos will in fact be coming your way. If you guys haven't seen my most previous videos, the one that I uploaded on my YouTube channel a couple of hours ago, definitely check it out. Okay, because I've been stacking a whole bunch, right? I've been investing into crypto for the past few days. I bought some Ethereum, I bought some Cardano, I bought some Bitcoin today, okay? And I bought some other altcoins like Polygon, Chainlink, Polkadot, Cardano, XRP, and Solana. So if you guys haven't seen these videos at all, check it out. I really would appreciate that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys all in my next stream. Have a blessed day.